Namaste, beautiful souls, gods and goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Shreya Tyen Arimathea. And if you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. Welcome, 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 everyone. Give me 1 second. I'm still preparing to get ready for this live that we got going on here. Sorry. I'm eating watermelon for dinner, so my son is cutting me up some watermelon. I tend to eat watermelon when I'm fasting for dinner. I'm fasting because I always do when I'm trying to bring something into this service. Because I really don't know if you can hear me good. 1 second. I'm coming. Oh, I am so pumped up. Good God. I don't even know where to start, but let's start with this. I just got off of a live with Billy Carson and Dame Dash. So since I've hired this billionaire to help me to become a billionaire, one of my homeworks, one of the things that she assigned me to do is I have to attend one live from someone that is a mentor or someone that I look up to. Billy Carson, hands down, is definitely a mentor of mine. And I was deemed an honor to have him interview me last year. So, when you're really serious about what you do, you go about doing things differently. You can't expect to have change when you continuously are doing things. Go, you can come in. Ayala had a sandwich today. She asked me because she couldn't find a key and she was hungry. And because I always feed everybody every night, which surpasses what you paid for that. I told her to ask you. She said you were in the bathroom. So I told her, go ahead. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. That threw me off. Anyhow, anyway. So, in way of observation, someone had put into the notes in the chat $200 just for one person. She was referring to Damian Dash. I said, listen, honey, I don't know where your ignorant ass comment came from or why you even felt even comfortable to press the keyboard or your phone pad to even say that. That was so disrespectful for one. Okay. And for two, I've been, this will be the third workshop from Billy Carson that I'm going to sign up for. And every single workshop that I've ever signed up for with him has been, it superseded even what I paid. Um, I, as a peer and also as, you know, a student, a mentee, I honor his prices because I know they way supersede what he prices them for. Why are we wired this way? Why are we like that? And I'm not trying to play the race card or be funny, but it is our people. And when I say our people, I'm talking about the colored Americans that refer to themselves as being black. I don't refer to myself as being black because I'm not a color. Okay. But why? Why? This is why you're broke. This is why you're stuck. Because you look at money as an obstacle to overcome. It takes money to make money. You have to make investments. This is the reason why there's one percenters that are still killing it every day. They're making money in their sleeps. Their sleep. And they don't give a damn about a $200 that they probably would have spent all week at Starbucks. I literally lived with a friend who spent $40 a day at Taco Bell because they love Taco Bell. And every time she would go there, she would spend $40 because she would get all this big, massive stuff just for her, her husband, and her kids to eat every single day. Now, let's do the math. Now, there's 7 days in a week. Every day, even if she cooked dinner, she had to have Taco Bell, whether it was for dinner or whether it was for lunch. So if we take $40 times seven, that's $280 right there. Okay? That's the workshop. That's Billy Carson's workshop. It's only $199.99. But instead, you rather feed yourself fast food, putting artificial synthetic food into your body that lowers your vibration, keeps you stuck. No wonder you cannot see and comprehend beyond the 3D reality. No wonder you're complaining about a workshop with Damian Dash. Okay? You can have your feelings towards Dame. I don't care. He's a businessman and he's a damn good one. He owns more than 8 businesses. Okay? He was a mentor to Jay-Z. Jay-Z, honestly, I don't feel like he would be a billionaire to this day if it wasn't for Dame Dash. Okay? Not to mention Kevin Hart, not to mention Kanye West. Every person that put and positioned themselves in front of Dame Dash have profited and are doing well financially. I think I'm gonna sit in that damn class. And I suggest you guys join me. If you really want to know how to be successful, you have to listen to those who are already doing what you want to do. Just like Dame Dash said today. And I agree 100%, and I will regurgitate the information. Stop saying that you're a professional when you haven't made money doing what it is that you're saying you're doing. Because if you haven't made money from it, you're still using it as a hobby. It's a hobby, not a profession. It's only a profession when you're making money from it. Okay. The gems, the knowledge, the info that I got from that live today, it really hyped me up. Like, I really get hyped listening to stuff like this. It's not every day that you get a chance to sit before someone who is influential, someone who has arrived, someone who has made it, and they sit and they take their time and they spit gems and they give you gems. They give you this shit for free. Okay? The forbidden knowledge that they're bringing to you. Hey, sis, for free. We haven't even got to the workshop yet, and I've pinned down at least 3 things that Dame Dash said today that I'm going to mull over, chew over, and incorporate it into my consciousness. Like, they were talking about irrevocable trust funds. Now, this is something that has been coming up all week with me and my spiritual team. They have been talking to me about this, and I'm actually positioning myself right now to give my children a trust, myself a trust, so forth and so on. So instead of giving my kids allowances, they're going to be able to borrow money against their own money. And they will never have to come to mama for no money at all because they already have their money. And they're going to have to pay themselves back. And they're going to have compound interest because this is what the Rockefellers do and are still doing. This is what the elite class around the world are doing and still doing. And they're not being taxed. And they're able to keep their own money and their own wealth. And they're able to create generational wealth. Listen, if the will is not broken, why try to fix it? If you already know what other people are doing, why aren't you doing it too? And another thing that um Dame said, and I wrote down, let me look at my notes. Residual income. The key here is not to work hard, you guys. It's to have revolving income, to have that personal income coming in while you're asleep and waking up and seeing all kind of hits, not negative, but positive hits into your bank account. Why did I title this Maximize Your Moments? Because we're not maximizing our moments, because if we were, many of us will already be multimillionaires and multi-billionaires. The reason why people are billionaires and millionaires is because their mindset is not wired the way ours is. So you have to rewire your brain. That's the first thing that I did before I amassed wealth, before I came into money. I was sick and I would listen to subliminals every single night. Every single night, I would listen to the same subliminal over and over and over again. I did one for love and I did one for money. The one that I did for money, I ended up getting the money that I was manifesting 6 months later. The one that I did for love, I ended up getting the love and the marriage 2 months later. Even though, you know, it didn't turn out to be what I needed it to be, but it still was what I needed at the time. Let's just say that. Okay. So, in order to change the things in your life, you guys, you have to change the way you think. The way that you thought yesterday is the same damn way you're thinking today. Even if you did get like what is it, a stroke of good luck that may have come through. This is the reason why people hit the lottery and it does not last, is because they do not change their mindset. They do not change the way that they think. In 30 more minutes, I have a webinar that I'm going to attend to. I had already attended 3 today. And this is another thing that I encourage you to do. When you're on Facebook, when you're on Instagram, and you see these damn free classes, sign your ass up for a seat if it's of interest to you. Don't scroll past it. especially if you don't know what it is yet that you want to do. Dame Dash said the same damn thing. He said, listen, you know how many times that I've sat and I spoke to people and they don't even know what the hell they want? You got to first have the vision, baby. The vision can't become clear until the vision is near. You got to know what it is that you want to do precisely, even if it's just a short little synopsis or a short little piece of what it is that you want to do. Like if you want to be a philanthropist, start there. Start by joining the community and helping out. First, you're going to start doing things for free because one thing that is a part of being, let's say, an affluent person or a person that is of power or that has money, you have to give back in some way, shape, or form. So start there. Start by giving. Start by giving to charities. If you're not able to get out into the community, clean out your closet. Get rid of the shit that you know you ain't gonna wear. This is what my angels have told me, okay? Because they help me a lot with, feng shui in the house and keeping the energy good because they love good energy and they always come. They reside here. They stay here. They live here because I always keep my energy in my house in good condition for them. So if you haven't wore it within 5 years, chances are it's going to be another down 5 years and probably not even going to wear it at all. So get rid of it. Whether you have to toss it in the trash or give it to charity, but start there. But he going back to Dame Dash, he said he has spoken to so many people that had no direction. They had ambition, but what the hell is ambition gonna do when you don't know what it is that you want to do? And if you really have a hard time trying to figure that out, this is the reason why you guys need mentors. This is the reason why I contribute my success. Listen, I hired a damn mentor when I was poor. And when I say I'm poor, when I was poor, I don't say just a little bit of poor. I'm talking about the only clothes that I could afford, me and my children, were from Goodwill. And Goodwill prices were a lot cheaper back then than what they are now. Okay. And I paid my mentor and I tripled my income. You have to invest in you. If you're not willing to invest in you, why do you think anybody else will? You see, what happens is that we're in this constant flux. I know that's right. Good for you, Dana. That keeps a good flow in your life when you're constantly getting rid of things. Because one thing about life, you guys, one thing about life that is constant is change. Because I asked my spiritual team, because I went off. I was comfortable than a mug in my house. I love this home. Okay, are you fucking kidding me? I have 40 feet ceilings in my living room. I have fucking two patios, two balconies. Okay, I have a walkout balcony with a veranda, and then I have the patio balcony on my second level outside of my dining room. Like I have a fireplace. It's big, it's spacious. My kitchen's big. I never wanted to move, but they told me I was getting too comfortable. What? I'm getting too comfortable. Like a home is not meant to be comfortable in. So spirit wants to move me somewhere else. So be it. So be it. So with that being said, you guys, I I almost was very shocked at the comment that the lady said that I was talking to you guys about earlier when she was like, $200 for just one guest person? We're talking about Dame Dash here, bitch. We're not just talking about just somebody that just is a nobody. He's going up against, there's an award show, the first all black owned award show by one of my mentors, Billy Carson. And I'm telling you, like, the A-listers are going to be there. Anybody that's anybody is going to be there. And Dame Dash is competing with two other people as CEO of the year. Um, like I said again, Dame Dash put Kanye on, a heavy mentor to Kanye. I'm gonna say a large whole and part of what Kanye knows is from Dame. Same with Jay-Z. Same with Kevin Hart. Look at their lives. They're very affluent. Anybody that Dame has touched, as far as mentorship is concerned, he has been able to influence them in such a way where they are winning when it comes to the money department and their kids are well taken care of. You can say whatever you want to say about Dame Dash. I don't know him personally to say anything, but yeah, from a business perspective, and one thing that I know, I know numbers and I know business, and I know a businessman when I see one. That man is about his damn business. And even though him and Jay Z had that little rift, I have never one time seen Dame Dash bash Jay Z to the extent to where he sold his character or muddied his character. Of course, you know, he was hurt. Anybody would. And I don't know to the extent of how Jay Z went about hurting him, but I just don't think that Dame Dash seen it coming, you know. But again, what are we doing besides, having a self talk with ourselves about what we want to become? So, why aren't we already becoming that in which we are wanting to become? Like feeling that feeling of it already being done, like Neville Goddard said, feeling that feeling in the end of it. How would you feel if you won the jackpot? Okay. That feeling right there, get that feeling. Because let me tell you something, the universe has to fulfill voids. And if you already are in the feeling of receiving it, the universe don't know whether you received it or not. It has to bring it to you because it is the law. It's the law. So if you want to be in a relationship, a true, bona fide, loving, symbiotic, healthy relationship, then once you prop the pillows up in the bed, put the pillows next to you and put it behind your bum, or your back, and feel your soulmate hugging you every day, every night. You f- there is one that I love by Neville Goddard, and please don't quote me on the actual title because every time I say the title and I go look for it, I can never find it, and eventually the angels bring it back around to me. But I think it's something titled like "She slept with him every night." Every night for 90 days, a lady prepped her pillows up. She fixed his plate at dinner time when it was time to eat, and she went through all the motions of what she would do if her man was right there. 90 days later, she was married. And everything that she practiced came into fruition. Okay. Are we maximizing the moments? You can't look for a man standing in the house with your cap on with a rat a tat t shirt on and not going outside. You got to get out there. And when I say get out there, I'm not saying hit the club. I'm just saying take yourself into environments that you feel that would be pleasing if you met your soulmate there, like a library. I'm being very serious. A museum, a health food store, the grocery store, the movies, a park. Just get out of the house and be in congruency with what it is that you're trying to bring into your sphere of existence, you guys. I mean, I was like beside myself. I was appalled when I seen that lady type that. I'm like, what possessed her to say that? $200? Do you know how much Dame Dash is worth? Honey, trust and believe me, Dame Dash is doing this out of love. And he ain't getting none of that 199, not even 5 cents of that. He is doing it because this man is giving out of his own heart to drop. Listen, I'm paying for that class. I don't give a damn if they said it was $5,000. Listen, do you hear me? I would pay $5,000 to hear what the fuck Dame Dash got to say. Because let me tell you something that you guys don't realize that I know. And I've learned this with my first mentor. There are people, there are powerful beings that are walking the earth that are disguised as human beings, but they're not. They're really gods manifested in the flesh. Some of you are one of them, but you don't know that yet. You haven't really tapped into your God activation and your God DNA. You haven't turned off the deaf gene yet. See, this is the reason why you guys need to sign up for my class, because some of you don't know that there's a lot of people that are very powerful. And when they talk to you, this is the reason why you sometimes I call these transmissions. Why does Dr. Tyann call some of her readings or some of her lives transmissions? Because I am transferring information to you. Okay. I am giving you downloads. You're receiving download codes. And I already know Billy Carson is one of them. And I already know the Dame Dash is one of them. You can sit and you can listen to certain people and you can be activated just by listening to what they are saying, because they are channeling the most high. They are channeling from within. They are channeling from a higher consciousness. They're no longer plugged into the matrix. They're no longer plugged into the 3D. And the information that you are receiving is 5D and above. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, yes, Dana, they are. And everybody, you know what? They sit and they mock Kanye and everything like that. But didn't they do Jesus the same way? Look at the semblance. I'm not saying that he's Jesus, but he could be. Why not? Christ said, see, this is what Billy Carson says, and I'm going to repeat, and I believe it. It resonates with me very fully. Jesus Christ never said he himself was going to come back. He said the Christ. Why would he speak of himself in third person if it was him? He would be like, I'm coming back, right? Wouldn't you, if you were talking to your adaptees, you were talking to your mentees, you would say, hey, I'll be back. I'm coming back. He never once said that. He said the Christ will come back. Well, guess what? Everybody that's here that is listening to this, you're the Christ. You're who he said is coming back. Now you need to get your Christ light activated. Now you need to get your DNA activated. Now you need to clear out the karma from your previous lives. Now you need to turn off the deaf gene. You didn't know you can do that, huh? This is the reason why you listen to people. This is the reason why you maximize your moments. Because God blesses men through people, through other men, through other women. People are so out here looking for this God outside of them. Let me tell you what God told me, broke me down. I didn't know if I wanted to cry or what I wanted to do in that moment, but I swear to God, it was yesterday. God told me, Tyann, from this day forward, this day moving, I no longer want you to seek answers outside of you. I want you to go within, because that's the only way I'm gonna give it to you from now on. You have reached your graduation. I'm always going through a rites of passage, you guys. And anybody that's on this journey, the same will be with you as well. You will never get to that place to where you're never entering or exiting a cycle. You're always going to be entering a new cycle, and you're always going to be exiting an old cycle, because, like I said again in the middle of this transmission, the thing that is constant is change. You're always going to be changing. I remember I used to have so many people following me. And I loved it. I really did. I was like, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And, these people following me is a sign that I'm doing something right. And then when people stop following me, I had to eat those words, because I didn't change anything. I'm still doing what's right. But it just lets me know everybody is not going to be on that same vibratory frequency. Some people just want to hear what they want to hear. They want the ears tickled, you see. They want to hear about the twin flame drama. I'm not a part of that false light shit. Okay, I'm not. I'm not going to be talking about your twin flame every day. I'm not going to be doing readings for your twin flame every day, because guess what? If your twin flame ain't came back to you, and if you're still going through those cycles, baby, nothing that I can say to you can help you. You have to move through that shit. And the only way to move through it is do the work. You can't escape it. It's inevitable. Okay? Yes, this is an accelerated process this lifetime. And God was not playing with me. He was like, mm-mm, no, 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 no. No, not no more, Tai Tai. We have shielded you enough. Now you really gonna have to buckle down. And you really are gonna have to get these answers on your own because guess what? That's what God does. That's what a goddess does. A goddess doesn't go out here and hire people to give her all the answers that she needs. She might have a team. I have a team. I have a spiritual team. When I bump my head up against the wall, I call upon my spiritual team and I ask them to help. Hey, I'm stuck. Help me get unstuck. And they do. But I don't call my friends and ask them what I should do. My best friend don't even know my business. And that's my best friend. But my angels do. They know it all. I got a candle lit on my altar right now for them. The more that you evolve, you guys, the more that you'll come to find that this spiritual journey is nothing that you thought it was. It was nothing like you read in books. Not even a God that is in the Bible that you read is anything like the God of the universe. So at this point, I just ask that those that are gathered here with me at this now moment, please smash that like button. Please and thank you. I appreciate you. It means so much to me when I have your camaraderie. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I really want to be that presence that I feel like so many of you on here needs at this now moment and this timeline because I'm allowing myself to be more open. I'm allowing myself to be a vessel to source to use me in that light. I find more peace when I'm helping other people. Like my spirit is troubled when there's other people that are troubled and I'm not helping because I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? It's how can I use this analogy? Um, it's almost like I used it, I think, last night or whenever I was on the live last. I said it's like having a best friend who is being abused by her husband or her boyfriend or baby daddy. And you keep encouraging her to leave, but she doesn't want to. All I can do is just, like you said, says drop the gems, drop the knowledge. It's up to you guys if you pick it up. If you do pick it up, I'm telling you, it'll be worth your while. I really believe what's happening in the world and even with COVID is really God wants us to be alone. Remember, Jesus said to the people to go into your prayer closet and pray to your Heavenly Father in secret. This relationship with you and the God that is within you, it's personal, it's internal, not external. And I really didn't come to realize or really kind of grasp the reality of all of that until I started going through shit that was back to back. Like before I even had a chance to process the first thing, the second thing came, then the third, and then the fourth, and then the fifth. I'm like, well, hold up, I'm still on number two. Haven't even got to three, four, and five yet. And it was a lesson for me, y'all. The lesson was it wasn't about me getting any damn thing. It was about me falling the fuck back and letting God get everything. See, one thing that God is not going to do is stop you from being you and doing you. If you feel like you got it all and you can do a better job than God, God will let you and won't argue with you about it. What happened to the watermelon? Um, it's right here in the bed. The vegan mayo. That one ain't. That's halfway full. Okay. Um, where was I? Go ahead, shut the door so I can get my train of thought back. Because when other energies come around me, I lose my thought. I lose my channeling. My son just came in. Hold on. It's okay because I got something in my room that constantly clears the energy. I got some incense burning. Um. mm, 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 mm. What was I saying? Oh, so it has to take the person that's been abused to finally get sick and tired of being sick and tired and ready to leave. Are you guys sick and tired of this world dog walking you? Because that's what it will do until you finally say, I surrender. Lord, I don't know what the heck I was doing back there, but I follow you. I'm led by you. I'm guided by you. I'm well guided by you. And for now on, I'm not going to move without you. We have to be like the Christ. God has to become unified with yourself. You have to become one. You cannot be on this spiritual journey and God is not your partner. Um, I'm in a, how can I say it? I'm in a, I'm trying to figure out how to say this, God. I don't want to, well, I am in an initiation, but I'm like, me and my higher self are connected. Like, my higher self drives this vehicle that I call a human body. Yeah, me too, Dana. I brought all these books. I brought like, this is no exaggeration. I swear to God, I probably brought like 20 books within the last 3 days. Because you guys, I read 3 books a week. And I've always been that way. Like my twin is the one that got me into like rereading books the way I used to. And he also is the one that got me into listening to the subliminals. Really. It was him because I feel sick. And when you're sick, your mind is just not right. I don't care what nobody say. I've been there. Death has stared me in the face 8 times. I counted them. All the times that I had near death experiences with my children three days ago. I counted all my near death experiences. And I can tell you in every situation, when I was sick, I was not there mentally. I was not all the way fully embodied. And this is the reason why health is so important. Are you maximizing your moments when you have an Amazon account and you can get a free book on Kindle? Are you? I did last night. I got two on Kindle and I got Audible too because I'm a bookworm. Okay. I ain't stopping just with Kindle. I got within this week, I got 2 books from Audible and then I brought 2 books on Kindle and then I ended up getting 3 free. I'm so proud of you. Good for you, Dana. I'm glad you joined the gym. That's incentive. My recommendation, and this is what I always tell any client though, before you go to the gym, detox your body. Because if not, you're going to feel exhausted for no reason. You're going to feel stupid and exhausted. Detox first, get the toxins out. And then the gym is going to help with further detoxification. Ask me how I know. Because I used to be a gym head. I used to go to the gym 5 days a week when I was married to my twin flame. I was able to do it that much because I detoxed. before I started exercising. So I didn't feel the heaviness. You know, when you don't detox before you go to the gym, you feel so heavy, you'll feel so exhausted. You can avoid all of that. I had so much energy, girl, because the shit that I ate was superfoods and it put more charge and more light into my body. And another thing that God has been having me work on is not to be a part of this world in such a way where I'm 100% reliant upon money, the green stuff. God didn't create money, man did. That's part of the matrix. God has me set up in such a way. Listen, I argue with God all the freaking time. Why would you have me accumulate all this money just for you to tell me now that I got all this money not to be relying on it? Because wealth, prosperity, abundance, richness has nothing to do with money. Money is attached to it, but we have to remain detached to it because all those things that I just mentioned are spiritual. Money is spiritual too, but it only becomes spiritual when you know the natural laws that govern it. Good for you, boo boo. Hi, Divine Film. You guys don't forget to smash that like button. Um, money is a very great energy, and it has been a best friend to me. It has been an ally. Um, years ago, Reverend Ike helped me to change my thinking around money, and also Joseph Murphy, Neville Goddard, and there's another one. What's his name? Christian Bristol. Because I remember him saying that when he grew up, people would tell him that money was nothing but filthy lucre, and it was the devil, and it was the root of all evil, etc. Okay, so listen, Divine Femme, if you're having a hard time reading books, get you Audible or start listening to books on YouTube. It's free. Do it before you go to bed. I do. That's what I do. And then if I fall asleep, I'll just go back to where I know that I heard last and pick back up. But I physically read books like in my hand or on my Kindle, but I listen to them too. Right now, I don't know what's on my playlist. Oh, yes, I do. Kali Yuga. Okay. It's about the yugas, the different yugas. Like, okay, everybody's talking about, Armageddon and all this shit and that. We're in Kali Yuga right now. We're not. See, this is and here's the thing. Ralph Smart is the one that said that. He has a huge following, like over 1 million people following him. And I just thank God last night. I'm like, God, I'm grateful that I'm a researcher because what if I would have just took his information for face value and came on and told you guys the same information? I would have lied to all of you. We're not. We're in the Darwampa, Darnawampa, something of that nature. But anyway, we're not in Kali Yuga. We're not. Don't know where he got his information from, but I read the book. That's one of my free books that I got. Not to put salt on his name or to down talk him, but the truth is the truth. We're not in Kali Yuga, but that's what he got. He got it up that we're in Kali Yuga and we're not. We have the characteristics of Kali Yuga, but it doesn't mean that's the era that we're in. Because according to the experts, they said that we're in that one thing that I just had a hard time pronouncing. Yes, honey. Yes, Dana. That's the reason why I have two doctorates, is because I love to read. I love education. You see? It could be the reason why you don't want to read. You done probably read so much. You probably done got bummed out. But you guys, I love you. I hate to, go so drastically, but I gotta get on another call. All right, you guys. I'll try to probably get back on here later and do some readings. Love you so much. Namaste.